Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, and run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make a total friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another van. ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Running back, face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Body act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Solo might be right back. Oh, yes, like that. I told her I might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
100 stack in the trunk with a spire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back. 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 Run it back.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Toronto Huskies taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Corral. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a toss here, short side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this forward for about 3 to the 22. Now you look at this defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 7. Second down, here's Levis. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Levis looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Levis on 3rd down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
But he is out of bounds, but but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level,
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now the rookie's free. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Corral on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 48-yard line. 2nd and 6.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 48 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 14, Huskies 13.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Corral looking to throw. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster. 67 yards. And the Huskies are able to move back in front. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7.
49ers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. A second down throw from Levis. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Right back to him on first down. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They're on the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They need 2. Here's third down. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for the... Corral lost it. The ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with bet.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and 1, Corral. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 10, Corral. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll run it now with Gray. And they'll bring this one inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short, it's Levis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before the half for Corral. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake, Levis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught at the 20. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
1st and 10, it's Levis. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now here's Samuel on the end around. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Smash, smash.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer. Across the 45. 187 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Third and 4.
Roll, roll, roll.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Ordinarily, third down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Levis to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 14 yards. And the Niners extend their lead yet again. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Levis to throw on first and 10 here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Levis. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal.
On the run, this is Gray.
7-yard line.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Danny Gray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now, looks like they'll move things around here. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
This third down just got even more difficult. Third down at 15 after the false start. Third and long, Corral. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst...
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Now Gray. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Danny Gray with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Fourth down, here's Corral. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. And a fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down. My oh my, 237 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a near... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. On the ground, it's Gray. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 27.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And You need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy, just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me read the whole club.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Got some go that. Please don't go that with me. Got some go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. When they jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Thunder my plans, stretching my bands. Plus when I stumble my customized vans. Plush like brush like plus I got them up plus size. Panamera truck, I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is supposed to be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Go that. Please don't go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that. This don't go that. Me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm block over short, I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Pro and Brianna and parking their top P box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Bar. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half. 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Got some go that. Please don't go that.